Welcome to we want to say a sharing. What are we sharing? We, collective consciousness, known as source energy, is flowing through Tracy, for Tracy holds the gifts of mediumship. Tracy has moved aside, allowing space for communication. How does it all work? A miracle. She will ask all the time, how do you move my hands? How do I make facial expressions? How do I know what to say? It is a miracle, she will say. And to Tracy, it feels as though she is receiving guidance, conversation, wisdom from the heavens above. Some see it as angels, and that would be correct. Some see it as eternal light beings, and that would be correct. In the understanding that it would be a miracle for Tracy to move aside, allowing space of receiving, we would guide to say, perhaps a bit of an open mind, because so often it is easily judged. But isn't most things in life? How many times does one judge themselves? How many times does one condemn themselves? And how many times does something that is not understood is condemned? Many hold the gifts of mediumship. All beings have the ability to receive guidance from the great heavens above, if you will. And if you do not believe in heaven, the connection to the oneness, to the wholeness, to the vastness. Perhaps some would say the universe, some say divine, some say God, some say source, some say fill it in. So it's not truly the word that is used that is of great importance. What is of great importance is knowing that you have the ability to receive and to communicate. So often, many think it is one way, a one-way street. So many feel that when they are praying, if you will, or giving gratitude, connecting to something beyond themselves. Let us just say it that way. Connecting to the oneness. Let's be very gentle here. Some like to connect with angels. And wouldn't that be part of the oneness? Eternal light beings, part of the oneness? Source, the oneness. Just ponder the vastness of the sky. And when ones do, we want to say, find the space to give gratitude in prayer or make the connection in prayer. To meditate would be a connection. There are many who feel that it is one way, that one is going beyond. And so often ones do not see that it is coming forth, because ones may not hear a voice, if you will, or they may not see something that they are hoping to see, or feel something they are hoping to feel. So many will say to Tracy, and with her gifts of mediumship, she is able to communicate with past loved ones. Past loved ones find the stream to communicate. And so many will say, I want to know my loved one is with me, but I do not feel them. I do not have any evidence they are with me. I don't think they are connecting. I don't feel connected to. I feel that they have departed. And the connection is not broken, but not severed, not harsh, but a disconnect where it doesn't line up. And this is where finding a space for quiet moments truly allows the connection of communication. Now, ones will say, but I don't know what I'm listening to. I don't know what do you mean communication? I don't hear anything. I don't feel connected at all. In fact, I give up. What we are sharing is that when you have the understanding that the connection is a oneness, it is not just one perhaps coming forth in prayer, hoping the voice would be heard, their voice, their feelings, their emotions would be heard. It is a two-way communication, always. And if you find a very still moment, we would guide that it is through your heart space, that you truly have the knowing. We won't say the feeling, although many can receive feeling. They feel that someone has touched their cheek perhaps. They feel a breeze about them. There are many ways and avenues of connection for ones to have tangible evidence. What we are sharing this day is that in your heart space of all things divine and good is the space of the grandest communication. When you tune in, not just to your, we want to say, logical mind, not just to your inner essence of all, your God within, not just to your heart space, although we are saying it is through your heart space, but it is all connected. Think of everything as oneness in connection to the other. So your mind is connected to your heart is connected to your inner essence is connected to your mind. But what we are sharing is that all of you, every cell in your being, is connected in the oneness, is one with all. And so many do not see the understanding in this. And we are not here to change a belief. Not at all. We are sharing and guiding that when ones find a still, quiet moment to go within in the understanding of the oneness, ones would understand that their voice is always heard. And then we get into, no, my voice isn't always heard. My voice isn't always heard. I prayed for this, I wanted this, and I didn't see it arrive. I didn't see it arrive. My voice isn't heard. I asked for, and it didn't come. Have you ever had the experience, and we know you have you had the experience where you really desired something, you wanted something, you wished for something, perhaps you wished upon a star for it. When you blew out your candles on the cake, perhaps it was the wish that you wanted to be granted. And you didn't see fruition of it, you did not see it come to be. And then as time passes, you look back and you are so thankful that it didn't arrive. You are so thankful that it didn't arrive. Or how many times was the desire for something in your own mind, what it would be that you were desiring? And as time rolled on, what was shown, we want to say granted, given, but what was experienced, what was shown, what was created, was something much more expansive, much more exciting than one could have thought about it in their own mind. Isn't that fascinating? So truly, where is this conversation going? In a nutshell, when you have the understanding that communication is given, received, received, given. Think of it as a stream of energy right from your heart into the vastness of all. Now some see it as a beam of light, if you will, one stream of energy. But we are sharing with you that when you hold the understanding, the knowledge, the knowing, the wisdom, that you are connected to all things. You can see the world through the eyes of Source, through the eyes of Divine, through the eyes of love. Through the eyes of love. What would that look like? When you give gratitude to any one thing, when you give gratitude and you're placing forth the grandest sense of compassion, grace, love for mankind, love for all, the connection lines up so beautifully because it is the expansion of the connection. The heavens would only be love. There would not be any quarrels in the heavens. It would sound absurd. So when you can line up from your heart space, filled with love in the knowing that all is one, that you are a miracle, creating miracles, you are a miracle communicating with miracles, then you have the understanding that you are here for great reason and grand purpose. That you are here in your beauty and your glory, in all of your perfection. When you give gratitude for any one thing, you are connecting with all. You are the oneness. You are the wholeness. You are divine. And so many feel less than. So many cannot feel the oneness because they don't feel one within themselves. They don't feel whole within themselves to feel the wholeness that is holding each soul. When you understand that you are part and piece of the whole, then you understand that everything is heard. Really, really, really good. And we want to also add to that before we conclude. When we say everything is heard, understand that everything is a vibration. And when you come from the vibration of your heart, when you come from the vibration of the grandest intent, when you come with the vibration of gratitude, you match the vibration of the universe. Really good. Really, really, really good. There is great love for you.